What's going on, guys? Today I am going to bring to you a little bit of a topic video. For those who have been close to the channel, first off, thank you. And they know that I am a detailer for a dealership, a car dealership. Now, I kind of hate to bring up this topic, and I guess you can see this kind of like a vlog in a way, but yeah, for those who are going to dealerships to buy a car, okay, this is going to be a pretty much a tutorial on what dealerships will fuck you in the ass without you even realizing it, and what dealerships won't. So, let me get my trusty little phone here. And if you go to a dealership for a job, um, this is pretty much the topic on what you gotta consider for before you even think about putting an application in for some things you gotta look at. Okay. Now, some dealerships, and this isn't one particular, this isn't the one I work at, but this is pretty much all of them. They all are different on how you get paid and stuff like that. And here's the thing, okay? It takes a lot of work for a detailer. It does. And some people may think, "Oh, Josh, no, it's just washing and drying, and that's it. You can throw on a coat of wax, and it's fine. It's fine. If there's a scratch, yeah, you buff it, but past that, there's nothing to really worry about." Here's the thing about detailers, okay? Detailers look in the cracks and crevices of every goddamn car that goes through. Every fucking car. Okay, me personally, I have a LED flashlight. I look under the seats. I look in every little crack and crevice. Oh, there's some hair there. Okay, there's some puke there. There's a jizz stain on that seat, so I really gotta get you out. So yeah. Um, but you know, detailers are overseen. And I hate to say that because a lot of detailers at a lot of dealerships are pretty much I'm trying to think of the best way I can put it. Detailers are what makes a dealership shine, so to speak. Uh, because when you go to a dealership, let's say Joe Schmo over here, okay, you see this new Cadillac, you look inside it, well, okay, it's a used Cadillac, but it's new, it's like a 2015, let's say. Okay, you look inside it, oh, it looks good, okay, this is good, there's a little bit of hair, um, I still see a little bit of stains, but past that, you know, it looks alright. There's some scratches. Not real deep, but a couple small scratches. Um, boy, this shoe is loose. Um, then you go next door to some fucking Chevy dealership, or Ford, or Lincoln, or Buick, or fucking Lamborghini, whatever. and their cars are spotless. Just 100%. Their used cars are 100% spotless. They look beyond new. You know, they look like something that would be in the showroom and they're out on the lot. So, there's a difference because a lot of dealerships don't even use tire shine, and main reason is because tire shine it's a silicone base, and some even have oil base in it, and you spray tire shine on and it flies. Pretty much it is in the air and it can get on anything. And a good example is one day when I was off work, I went out back to shine up my tires on my truck. And the wind was blowing more, like I was facing the tire and I was spraying it. The wind was blowing that way. But somehow the tire shine was able to get on my coworkers' cars. Now, don't get me wrong, they were cool about it. They were like, that's no big deal. Tire shine comes off easy when it gets on cars. No biggie. But some dealerships don't use tire shine just for that purpose. Now, the dealership I worked at when I first started was anal as all hell. Like, it was ridiculously anal. They get a coworker got the cellophane from cigarettes or even a plastic bag or something like that, put it around his hand and started feeling around it, and if he felt anything, guess what? It had to be re-claybarred or re-lacquered or something to get that off, to give it that silky smooth edge. And when you detail, you have to take your time or else you are going to fuck up. You're going to not get the stains out of the carpet or the seats. You're not going to get all the hair. You're not going to get it all. You're going to half-ass it. Now, for example, and this is we got a new ticket, and that's how we get paid, is the more tickets we have, the better our paycheck is. So we get paid bi-weekly, so if we got 30 cars in, you're looking at maybe high 600s. Maybe. But it changes. So here is the new thing. Mind you, I took a photo of one of them, and it was a Ford Focus, which the interior and exterior is beyond fucked up. Whoever lived in this thing really fucked it up. Like, there was hair, there was stains, there was mud, there was, you fucking name it. Okay. A new thing they added to the ticket is trunk. And this pisses me off more than anything, and especially on a car like this, because they saw how fucked up it is. We get 12 minutes to fucking scrub it, vac it out, get all the garbage out, vac out any hair, try to get all the stains out. You know, it's something I wouldn't, if I owned a dealership, it's something I wouldn't even put on the lot because of how disgusting it is. So, for the whole car, they're only giving us 6 hours and 12 minutes to give it what they circled on the ticket. And we also removed tar, which we only get half an hour. And for those who want to get into detailing to remove tar, we use virgin lacquer thinner, You pour that on a rag. Sometimes you gotta switch rags a little bit because the rags do get dirty depending on how much tar is in it or how much tar is on the car. And tar can be a bitch half the time to remove. And the thing of the matter is, you know, this car I was going to start, but my boss saw how fucked up it is, and he said, put that on hold. Another coworker decided to start on it, and my boss told him the same fucking thing. And set that there. And the sales managers, they looked at it. They didn't give you any extra time. And, you know, we get paid by flat rate and by the car, which is, in a way, a plus, and I shouldn't really bitch about it, but that's how it works. Now, the thing is that, you know, they made a rule, whatever they circle on the ticket, that is the only thing you're supposed to do to it. So if they only circled wash, dry, vacuum, windows, wax, that's all you do. If there's a scratch on it, you don't buff it. If the tires are dirty, you don't scrub them. If the tires need tire shine on them, you don't do that. And I'm at work today. I just got off. At work, I'm thinking, okay, a customer is going to look at this and fucking laugh. Because pretty much where I work, they tend to overprice their vehicles. Try not to get that in the shot, but... And, yeah, I needed to rant, and all I can say is this job I have is going downhill. They think that fucking around with the ticket's going to help, but it isn't. As a matter of fact, it's going to fuck them in the end, because yeah, customers are going to look at that and say, that's fucking hideous. How can you even present me this? Because no tire shine, the inside still looks like shit, the wheels aren't even scrubbed, and all that crap. And the best part is okay, let me get this picture out again. They marked on straight time, which is just the regular flat rate, what we get paid by hour. So we're supposed to clock off on this and clock on to straight time. And supposedly we're not allowed straight time anymore, but this is what it is. Scrub plastic on all the doors. What the fuck? Why the hell would you fucking mark on straight time your own hourly doings to just scrub the fucking doors when you're supposed to do that from the get-go? Okay, they also have, let me enlarge this a little, scrub carpets and scrub seats. Now, in clean plastic. Guess what the fucking doors are made out of? Plastic. But yet you're supposed to mark on your own straight time to do that. How does that make any sense? I don't know if I'm the only one to do that, but I gotta start another clip because 15 minutes is almost here. Be right back. Hold that thought. I'm not done yet. Okay, I'm back. I'm not going to keep it too much longer because this is pretty much of a heads up for those who are looking for a newer used car, wondering what dealership is good. All I can say is you really gotta look in between all the cracks and crevices. You gotta look for scratches, you gotta look for dents, you gotta make sure the fucker runs good. You gotta check the oil, you gotta make sure of this, because if you don't, you will fuck yourself over. Okay? And, you know, and I can see it already. Well, Josh, what if they find out you made this video? Good. I hope they fucking do. Because, you know what? If they want to fucking fire me, I will get in the fucking army. I am not afraid. I've been working pretty much almost all my life, ever since I was pretty much 13, where I can stand and remember shit good and actually work with my hands and whatnot. And what and I'm wondering, okay, I gotta suck up to my boss. I have to suck up to my boss to make sure I don't get fired. I gotta be there 10 minutes early. I gotta stay till the last second. And if there's any overtime, you take it. Well, guess what? At this place I'm at, if you work overtime, they take it out of your fucking flat rate. So the 80 hours for 2 weeks, let's say you get 10 hours overtime, just for shits and giggles. Say you get 10 hours overtime, that 80 hours for 2 weeks is now to 70. So you're getting paid 70 hours instead of the 80, and you don't get that time and a half bullshit. And yeah, that also kind of pisses me off, but it is what it is. That's why I don't really stick around for overtime. I mean, right now I have overtime, but I ain't going to really see much of a difference for my check or anything like that. But dealerships, and you know, they try their best to kind of slither their way in. They're like snakes. They just slither their way in just so they can get as much of you as possible. As much money out of you as possible, I should say. But yeah, this new fucking ticket deal that they're doing, it's fucking bullshit. Because to remove tar, they give us half an hour. I will tell you flat out honest, it takes longer than half an hour to get all the tar off a car. Because some tar, it kind of feels like a rubber type deal. You kind of gotta get your nail and real easily chip it away, and try your best not to scratch it. But you know, this I'm safely to say I'm pissed off about it. But yeah. For those who are looking for a used car, a new car, you kind of gotta study them. You gotta study, okay, how do they work? And when they go to talk to the managers, you gotta also figure, okay, what are they talking about? Are they talking about trying to raise my monthly payments? Are they trying to add on or sneak in some interest just so that the company can make a couple bucks? You know, and my coworkers are fed up with it too, because the guy, he's been working there for 10 years. No raise, same bullshit. And the fact that they said that they will take his 2-week notice before they give him a raise for 10 fucking years? Yeah. And for a guy, he's been there for like 40 some years, which is my boss. They will get to a point where when you're ready to retire, they will fire you. Just fire. So yeah. For those who get a car, I strongly suggest to thank whoever detailed your car, because detailers aren't really getting known like they should, because it takes a lot of time and effort to get that car to 110%. You know, just taking hair out of a car, you know, we have a dried up hair stone where you gotta drag it on the seats or the carpet or whatever just to get that hair out. And people that bring animals into cars, it is a bitch and a half to just try to get that hair out. So that's my rant for today. All the main purpose of this video, for those who are still watching, thank you for sticking around this long. The main purpose is, one, really get to know your dealerships. Who's a cheapskate? Who's blunt? And by blunt, I mean dead ass honest, isn't going to screw you out of a deal, you know, takes care of their stuff, actually giving a fuck about not only the sales they make, but also the employees that are there. And I know that's kind of hard to tell because you kind of got to work there to know it, but if you see an employee that is miserable, it could be something outside of work. It could be the fact that their work is making them miserable. And that's the thing, you know. Some salesmen aren't jerks. And by jerks, I mean rich to the point where they don't care about anyone else but themselves, you know. And that's pretty much 90% of the sales managers and the seller, I guess, for the dealership. So all I can say is if, and I'll make a note or a video before it even happens, but if I do get fired and go in the army or whatever, the military, you know, I obviously won't be able to make videos till I'm actually out and have time to, because you got the military, but you also gotta make videos for free, you know, but, yeah, so, we'll see what the future brings, but, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little rampage, rant, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but, yeah, it's something else. I can tell you that. It's definitely something else, because I don't know. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing a broadcast later on tonight, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in that broadcast. Until then, take it easy.